Welcome to Stack Gain, your source for the biggest AI shifts, powerful tools, and hidden trends shaping the future.
So it was a unipolar world for AI. And we've got a unipolar world, but the person who controls that does not, or at least did not seem to be concerned about AI safety. That sounded like a real problem.
I tested over 100 AI tools in 30 days, and most of them were complete garbage. Slow, overhyped, and useless. But then something surprising happened. Only 9 tools actually changed everything. Tools that didn't just save time, they changed how I work, think, and create. In this video, I'll show you those 9 game-changing AI tools, and why the last one will completely shift your view of AI forever.
Tool 1. You know that feeling when you're ready to work? You sit down, open your laptop, and suddenly your mind just goes blank? That was happening to me almost every day. I had ideas before sitting down, but the moment I tried to turn them into something real, everything disappeared. It felt frustrating, like I was wasting time just staring at a screen. Then I tested this one tool. At first, I didn't expect much. I typed in a simple idea, nothing special, just to see what would happen. And within seconds, it gave me multiple directions, better angles, stronger hooks, even ways to make the idea more interesting. It wasn't just throwing random content at me. It actually felt like it understood what I was trying to do. I tried it again with a different idea, and it worked again. That's when it clicked. This wasn't just helping me write, it was helping me think. It removed that starting struggle completely, and honestly, once you remove that barrier, everything becomes easier. But I didn't realize yet. This was just the beginning. Tool 2. Editing used to be one of the most tiring parts of my work. It didn't matter how good the content was, editing always slowed me down. Cutting clips, fixing timing, adding captions. It felt like a never-ending process. Sometimes I would spend more time editing than actually creating. So when I tested this next tool, I wasn't expecting anything crazy. I uploaded a video and just waited. And then something strange happened. It started editing on its own. Cuts were being made automatically. Captions were added perfectly. Even the pacing felt right. I didn't have to guide it or fix anything. I was just watching the process happen in front of me. And I remember sitting there thinking, if this works consistently, this changes everything. Because editing was no longer a problem. It became something effortless, something that didn't drain my energy anymore. And that's when I started realizing AI is not just helping, it's replacing effort. Tool 3. Not everyone wants to be on camera. And even if you do, there are days when you just don't feel like setting everything up. Lighting, camera, background. It can be exhausting. So I tested a tool that creates videos without you needing to show your face. I gave it a simple script and let it do its thing. Honestly, I expected it to look robotic or awkward, but it didn't. The video came out clean, smooth, and actually watchable. The voice sounded natural, the visuals matched the content, and everything felt put together. That's when I realized something important. The barrier to entry is gone. You don't need expensive equipment. You don't need perfect setup. You don't even need confidence in front of a camera. If you have an idea, you can turn it into content. And that changes the game for a lot of people. Tool 4. One of the biggest things that slowed me down was research. Every time I needed information, I would open multiple tabs, read long articles, and try to find something useful. It took time, and sometimes it made things more confusing instead of clear. Then I tried this tool. I asked one simple question, and within seconds I got a direct, clear answer. Not complicated, not filled with unnecessary details. Just exactly what I needed. I tested it again with a more complex question, and it still delivered. It broke things down in a way that was easy to understand, like someone explaining it step by step. And suddenly, I didn't need 10 tabs anymore. I just needed one. That shift saved me more time than I expected. And when you save time, you start moving faster than others. But what came next took things even further. Tool 5. This tool surprised me in a different way. It wasn't just about creating content, it was about creating better content. When I tested it, it started suggesting improvements, stronger titles, better structure, smarter wording. At first, I thought it was just guessing, but when I looked closely, everything made sense. It wasn't random, it was strategic. It felt like there was a system behind it, like it understood what works and what doesn't. And when I followed its suggestions, I noticed something interesting: the quality improved. Not slightly, noticeably. That's when I realized something important. The difference between average and good is often small changes, and this tool was making those changes for me. Tool 6. Speed is everything. If you can do something faster without losing quality, you're already ahead. And that's exactly what this tool focused on. I gave it tasks that normally take time: organizing ideas, structuring content, planning things out, and it handled them instantly. No delay, no confusion, just clean results. It felt like skipping steps without missing anything important. And once I got used to that speed, going back to normal felt slow, almost frustrating, because now I knew there's a faster way, and once you see that, it's hard to ignore. Tool 7. This one hit differently, not because it was new or flashy, but because I found it late. When I tested it, I realized it could do things I had been doing manually for weeks. Tasks that took hours it handled in minutes, and not just quickly, but properly. I just sat there thinking about all the time I had already spent doing things the hard way, and that realization wasn't exciting. It was frustrating, because it made me think how many people already know about this. How many people are already using this and moving ahead quietly? That's when it became clear. It's not just about working hard anymore. It's about using the right tools at the right time. Tool 8. This tool felt different from the rest. It didn't just respond, it understood. When I used it, it started connecting things: ideas, tasks, workflows in a way that felt natural. I didn't have to explain everything in detail. It just picked up on what I was trying to do. And for a moment, it felt strange, because this didn't feel like a normal tool anymore. It felt intelligent, like something that adapts instead of just following instructions. And that's when I started thinking, if this is where things are now, where are they going next? Tool 9. This last tool, it's hard to explain, because it doesn't just help you do something, it changes how you see everything. When I tested it, I paused, not because it was confusing, but because it was impressive in a way I didn't expect. It felt smooth, powerful, and almost too advanced. And in that moment, I realized something simple. This is not the future anymore. This is happening right now. And the people who understand this early, they're going to be ahead. So yeah, out of 100 AI tools, only 9 actually mattered. Everything else? Noise. Now I want to ask you something. Which tool made you stop and think? Which one felt like something you need right now? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more videos like this, real testing, no hype, no wasting time, then make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel.
You can also follow me on Instagram and join my Telegram for more updates. Links are in the description. Because the world is changing fast, and the people who start early are the ones who stay ahead.